What is up, awesome people of YouTube? The WNBA is fast approaching, and we are taking a look at every single team in the league and talking about who is on the training camp rosters, just so you all know who's on there and you can kind of speculate in terms of like who will actually make the team. We have done a bunch of teams already, and in this video, we're specifically going to talk about the New York Liberty and talk a little bit about who's on their roster and also how many spots they have available. And right now they have a roster of 17 people. It's likely that before the season starts, they're going to have to pare that down to 11. The roster cap for teams is 12. However, due to salary cap things, it doesn't seem likely at all that New York will be able to have 12 players on their team. They're likely going to have a 11 team roster. So let's get into talking about who exactly is on these rosters. And we're going to start with the rookies and go on up. So the New York Liberty have 5 rookies currently on their roster. They have Naria Sabally, who is a 6'5" forward. She is technically a rookie, but she was drafted last year, actually. She played at Oregon. And we have Stephanie Malui, who is a rookie from Japan. We have Silka Koni, who is a 6'3" forward from Spain. Okako Adika, who is a 6' guard / forward from University of Southern California. And those are your rookies for the New York Liberty. So going into our third-year players, we have Han Chu, who is a 6'10" center from China. We have Maureen Johannes, who is a 5'10" guard. Didi Richards, who is a 6'2" guard / forward. Joycelyn Willoughby, who is a guard / forward at 6 feet tall. And for 4th-year players, we just have one, Sabrina Ionescu, who is a 5'11" guard. Going into our slightly older players, we have 7th-year player Jonquel Jones, who comes in at 6'6" and is a forward. We also have Brianna Stewart, who is a 6'4" forward, also going into her 7th year in the league. We have Benijah Laney, who is a 6' guard / forward, entering into her 8th year in the league. And we have Kayla Thornton, who is a 6'1" forward, also entering into her 8th year. For our 10th year players, we just have one, Stephanie Dolson, who is a 6'5" center. For our very, very senior vets, we have 2. We have Courtney Vandersloot, who is entering into her 13th year in the league. She stands at 5'8" and is a guard. We also have Epiphany Prince, who is a 5'9" guard, who is entering into her 14th year in the league. All right, so those are the players on your New York Liberty. What do you think about the players on the roster? Who do you think is going to get cut? Like I mentioned before, New York is likely to only be able to have 11 people on the roster because they do have quite a few of older players. So one thing to note about the WNBA is there's sort of like a scale based on how long a player has been in the league. So if your team has a ton of veterans, and not just regular veterans, but like people who've been in the league for like 8+ years, it seems likely that you're less likely to be able to have 12 people on your roster if your roster is heavily filled with these high cap roster spots, meaning the older players. So that is the video. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know what you think about this New York Liberty roster, and also let me know what you think they'll be able to do in the season. I will be making a video just giving a little bit more analysis on the teams itself and how far I think they'll make it in the league. So stay tuned for that video. Thanks so much for watching this video. And until next time, guys. Bye.